Hi everyone, today we have 3 piles here for the question, what do people find the most beautiful and attractive about you? What intrigues them the most about you? Strangers and close friends alike. 3 piles, like I said. Pile 1, the Gillette Pro. Pile 2, the Gillette Series. And pile 3, the SHICK Edge canister. Okay, so pick a canister, pick a can, pick a card. I'll see you guys on the other side. Pickapile.com, aceofchalices.net. St. Fed. Let's go. Hi there, pile 1, Gillette Pro. This is going to be a reading for what do other people find most beautiful about you. Alright? Let's see right away what the cards have to say. Tell me a little bit about my pile 1. What makes them most beautiful to others when people look at them? What do they feel like? What do they have to say about my pile 1, okay? Wow. You, pile 1. Here we go, Gillette Pro. You are a professional. Pile 1, the most beautiful thing about you that people notice, that people feel like when they see you, is that you have divorced your past completely. The most attractive thing about you is that you put yourself first in truth. You don't have to hurt people to do it. You are a real embodiment of truth and strength. Your inner wisdom is the most beautiful thing about you. People see you as a creative master. People get the sense that you've been hurt before. You have this demeanor that you need nobody. And you've left so much in your wake. Like, you've created so many things that have helped so many people, and you leave it all behind. You just move to the next thing to create because you have a non-stop flow of ideas. You know what it's like to be on the other side of the fence. People can see the determination in your aura, in your being. You leave everything that doesn't matter. And how you behave, it emanates so much maturity and grace. People find everything about you beautiful, but they can't put their finger on it exactly. They feel that no one can match your idea. No one can match. You can create the most beautiful stuff and you can just throw it away like it doesn't mean anything to you because you know you'll have another idea. You're somebody so resilient, somebody so strong, and you're a good team player as well. I'm saying there's a lot of friction when it comes to teamwork. You prefer to work alone. That makes you very, very sexy to people. Like, they can't get enough of watching you. Like, people want to keep you to themselves and you don't let them. You don't let them trick you. You don't let them keep you stuck. You do have some fears because of some traumas that you had to walk away from in the past, but because of that, it's like you have a knowledge of how to stay safe from those characters. So people pay attention to how you're behaving, right? They can tell the distinguished factor about you. They know that you see through people's BS. Like, that's like the favorite thing about you, your intelligence. You're so beautiful because in any environment you thrive, but you're always forced to leave it for some reason. There are many different opportunities you've had to leave. There are many different workplaces or places of education where you've had to leave. You've had to change your course multiple times throughout your life. Sorry about that. That's a confirmation. Multiple times throughout your life, you've had to leave something so good, and people are always amazed that you always seem to find something better. Every new thing you have keeps making you more and more stable. People are like, what the fuck at this point? So that's why I'm saying you're a professional. There's not a single professional card here except the Three of Pentacles. I'm telling you right now, I know here that you're a professional. at whatever you may do. You're someone who would rather meditate than party. You're someone who would rather embrace the unknown of the future than to dwell on the past. But you've been the person. You've been both people. You've been the warrior and you've been the leader. You've been the person who's maybe, have felt envy before, but then you've also transmuted it into working hard in the future. You've had to leave people hanging in your life, and you do not look back, not even for a second. Whenever you do look back these days, it's only to look at how far you've come and appreciate today even more. In the past, you may have had some bitterness, some hatred, but I'm seeing you leave that all behind and you're just building brick by brick. You're not going to define yourself as someone broken. You're not going to define yourself as someone scared. And people know this through the words you use. People feel like your ideas bring life to them and they just wonder how you do it. They find you so sophisticated, so articulate. And maybe you don't know this because you tend to stay by yourself most of the time. But every single time you come back out, every single time you show up in the world, I'm seeing springtime may be your favorite season. Every single time you come back out, you show out. And you don't even notice. You don't even care how great you are. You don't give a shit. It's like you're even walking away from your ego. You don't give a shit. You know you look good, but you want to know how deep is that look. And I'm here to tell you, it's very deep. People dig your innovations, your creations, your arts, your speech, your communication skills. I'm getting jokes also. You may tell a lot of jokes. There's not a jokey card here, but something about this tells me you tell a lot of nice jokes. But you really tend to yourself more than you tend to others. So people like that. People like that you're a stern leader when you need to be. Sometimes people do get that like they sense some kind of fear or hesitancy from you. Maybe around certain types of people you're emotionally unavailable, but they realize that that's coming from a very intellectual side of you. They like that reserved part of you. It makes them feel like, yes, this person is like so wickedly perfect, but see, they are still human at the end of the day. It helps. It's like one of the few ways people can relate to you. Maybe you've always felt like an oddball, but you love that about yourself. I think that you are getting more and more new opportunities these days, but it's mainly about stability. You want to be so stable nowadays because in your past there may have been a lot of tumultuous ups and downs, like you've had to move place to place, or you've had to go school to school, or you've had to go job to job, like different types of jobs. It's not just like moving the location per se. It's really, you've even had multiple different careers, and like you found ways to put that together or retain that knowledge or use that knowledge to this day. You don't abandon ideas, you abandon people. That's what I'm seeing. Because you're awakened. You're awakened. When you went to living like this, you never looked back. And the creation continues. It's a magician. Alright, Palawan, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. You know I love you, right? Pickapal.com. CHALICES.net. It's your brother. Bye. Hi there, Pal 2. Those of you who chose the Gillette series this is going to be a reading here for what do people find most beautiful about you when they notice you. People close to you and strangers alike. Okay, let's get right into it. My pile 2. Six of Swords, Knight of Wands, Six of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, the Tower. Okay, right away. I'm seeing here you're a very well-traveled person. You've had a lot of challenges in your life. It was not easy. People have seen you rise. People look at you as very, very wealthy. Like your wealth is actually the first thing that stands out. And the reason why people think you're wealthy, or know that you're wealthy, I would rather, is something in the way, not exactly how you're dressing, but something that they notice about your attitude. And yeah, it is your style. It's something in the middle of those things. There's something about your clothes, or the way that you wear your clothes, or the fact that you never run out of things to wear. Something like that. I think that you're someone that, regardless how your life is going, you're someone that's always dressed to impress. You're someone very fresh, fly. You're someone that has a lot of ideas when it comes to fashion. You're very fashionable. And people know that you're a very determined person. I see that, like, you know how to deal with difficult people. It's something that comes very natural to you. You know how to shut down haters. You know how to shut down people who don't mean you the best. You're very keen about that. Maybe you've read some books on how to deal with these kind of people. Maybe you are a person who, in the workplace, you have a lot of experience with leadership and how to deal with difficult people. I'm seeing you have a lot of options in life. If you have a car, you have more than one. If you have a bike, you have more than one. If you have different suits, you have more than two. It's like that kind. You're someone that has many different options in life. You could fly, you could swim. You know what I'm saying? You're someone that has non-stop ideas. And you know how to make any occasion special, is what I'm seeing here. Maybe a lot of people have had the genuine experience of meeting you, but not everyone got to stay in your life. I'm seeing you're someone that had to abandon people. Your circle like slowly grew jealous of you. You had to cut them out. And I'm seeing that you're a family man now. You only care about your family and how to keep your family safe. I'm seeing there's been a lot of tragedies in your life, but you were wealthy regardless. Even before you had money in your life, you were wealthy. You had this attitude that you will always rise again. You're somebody that is known for never quitting. This makes you extremely attractive to the opposite sex and even the same sex. Like, people love the way you speak. You have a passion for speaking. You may be a public speaker. You may have a place where you do this kind of thing. You may film videos, or you may have a job that has to do with presenting information in a rapid way to many different people at once. You're very quick-witted. You know how to tear people down, but you don't use your powers for evil. You don't use them to be like, you don't have an ego problem here. I'm saying you know how to select your words. You know many different people from many different walks of life. How much knowledge you have is very attractive to people. The most beautiful thing they find is that you are a problem solver through and through. You look good. You dress so good. You're probably like, to many people, you're the most well-dressed person they know. You're not like flashy or something. It's just how you appear. You always appear like you're in place, you know? And people like that. It's like staring at you even puts them into a flow state. It's like you're really appealing. Like, something about the way you walk is like, it's so determined. Like, you are so free-flowing and unchained by reality that people just have to stare. Like, they go, wow, this person, they just fly through life. They're so connected. Like, I'm hearing that specifically. They're so connected. People feel so connected to you. People feel like they're gonna know you forever. People feel like you're the most reliable person they remember ever. All the 3 nights. I feel like you're someone who, yeah, a lot of people came in your life, but they couldn't stay. You know, you're someone that's moving on because you had a vision for your life, and unfortunate for you, maybe you have been betrayed by people in the past, like friends, like who hasn't, right? But your story is such that you impact so many people that you have to see different people. There's no way that the same friends stay. I mean, maybe you still have contact with your old friends, but it's like, it's on to the next. Like, your whole life is about your mission, and I see that your mission is about impacting people with your knowledge. This might be my pile here. Okay, you impact people with your knowledge. You use your pain as your assets. So nobody can shut you down. Even your pain are your assets. That's what I'm seeing here. You never run out of ideas. You have the best attitude about your problems and your love. The love that you put out. You're not traumatized by how much love you gave out. Instead, you reconfigure yourself into a smarter way to give that love, to share that love. You don't quit. You don't quit on humanity. You don't quit on the people you need to help. You just come back with an even better idea. I'm seeing a lot of people that try to tear you down in your life, but none of them can get in your head because you're steps ahead of them. You even have good comebacks sometimes that you don't use because you assume all your options. You don't just fight fire with fire. You're steps ahead of the competition. And this is why people find you attractive. The beautiful thing about you is that no one knows you're going to do next. They just know it's going to be something so fucking badass. Like, people love it. People find you a breath of fresh air. They love sitting you down to talk. You are someone well-read, you know? You never stop learning things. You always approach things with the student's mindset, and that helps you connect with so many different people because they see you're genuinely interested in information and you're not a slouch. I'm seeing you have a lot of high energy, and the motivation for this and inspiration for this is your family. You're a very family-oriented person. When people see how much you do for your family, it brings them to tears. How beautiful you are. Like, some people, they had what you have and they had lost it, and they find it so beautiful when they see you work it, or older people see you and they see a younger version of them when they were winning. They can't get enough. They find you so ideal. That is beautiful. It's even bringing tears to my eyes when I think about someone like that. You make people realize that life is fair. You snap people out of the lies. You know, some people may think, oh, life is not fair. Yeah, life isn't fair, to be honest. But if you live life long enough, you do see what you do deserve, you will meet it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, throughout life, people, you know, we have wavering faith. You know, ups and downs make us feel like, will I ever see that again? But when people see you, they see it again. Fucking amazing. You are in Enigma pile number 2. You make people believe in a family again. In this corrupt age, you make people feel love. And then right then and there, their doubt is erased. And the haters that look at you, they shake their head and say, let me see it again. Let me see another one. They can't accept that you already proved the point, right? So they're like, let me see another one. And the ones that have a clear conscience, they just stare at you and it's like, damn, yo. This guy has it. This girl has it. Whatever it is, this chick has it. Alright, pile 2? I love you. I'll see you on the next one. The most beautiful thing about you is that you have a beautiful life. And it's on your face. It's so beautiful to people. And it makes them think about their life and the example that you set. So the most beautiful thing about you is your example. The decisions you made that people are aware of or unconsciously can tell sometimes. They just know that you're a beautiful person. And that's what they think about you, whoever it is. Even your haters think that about you. They just can't admit it, that they need you. They need something you have. And it's your smile. Alright, pile 2, I love you. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. Hello there, pile 3. Those of you who chose the SHICK Edge can, this is going to be your reading for what do people find the most beautiful about you, intriguing about your life, or your appearance, or both. Close people and strangers alike. Okay, pickapile.com, acechalices.net. Let's get into it by pile 3, alright? Final pile. The SHICK Edge Shaving Gel. Let's go. What makes my pile 3 very beautiful today? Let's see what the cards have to say. The Star. You have a very healing presence. Let's see the rest. Maybe an Aquarius. Okay. Six of Wands. 10 of Cups. The World. King of Wands. Hermit. 9 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. Okay. Chariot. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Give me a sec. Right away, I'm seeing the most beautiful thing people find about you is that you are someone who is the most eligible bachelor or bachelorette. People look at you as they want to marry you right away. When people see you right away, they want to marry you. You may be in the public eye because I'm seeing that whatever it is, your achievements, they're announced. A lot of people know about how successful you are. A lot of people know about how good you look. They've seen your work. A lot of people you know and don't know have seen your work. And they've seen a lot of it. Maybe you post a lot of things online. I feel like you do peacock yourself. Maybe this image has a lot to do with you. You have a tiger type appearance. You are someone, like tiger type appearance, I don't mean literally. I just mean like, you know how like, whenever you see things about tigers, don't you only just see one of them? It's like that kind of a vibe. It's that kind of an energy that you're so royal that you demand all the attention. Wherever you go, you steal it. It's almost like you steal it. You're so in command of your own energy. People notice that you're like a solo type person. That's why like you may be single, right? But you're someone who's going towards marriage right now. You're very eligible for that. A lot of people want to be the one to be with you, but sometimes you're so independent that some people may be they may be really self-conscious about talking to you because they don't have anything to offer you, you know? I feel like you came from a very dark place from your past, but you've triumphed with a lot of consistent hard work. You've kept putting in hard work when no one was looking, when no one was patting you on the back. I'm seeing right nowadays, you get a lot of credit for what you did, and people tell you bullshit like, oh, you deserve it, but they do not know the price you paid. They do not know the tears you've cried. I'm seeing a lot of people may have forsaken your friendship for money. Like they chose money over you. I'm seeing you have money today, but it's not that your relationship with money is bad, but you put people where people are, you put money where money is, right? But the people you've met in your life are not like that. The people you met in your life have been very selfish with your love, and they didn't deserve you. I'm seeing a lot of people in your life didn't deserve you. And that's what made you very question, like, oh, now who am I supposed to marry then? If everyone is such a grouch, if everyone is such a greedy piece of shit, why should I bother fucking settling down? Like, you used to ask yourself this question, but you're in a very healed space now. I'm seeing you're getting the attention you never thought you'd have, or you never thought you'd have this much, you know? You have all the options now you want. A lot of people approach you to give you stuff. It's a weird scenario, but this is the one, like, this is a feeling you deal with multiple times throughout your life, right? You deal with the same feeling. And people don't get tired of you. They like having you around. A lot of people want to party with you. They see that you have very nice parties, but they don't feel like they're invited anytime at all. They don't think they will be either. You hide a very sad side of you. Sometimes you still visit that sad place in your heart, but you always ask God to forgive the people that hurt you because it's hard for you to forgive them. So you ask God to forgive them because you know that the lighter you hold it on your heart, the easier you can deal with your own life. You know, you want to expel all the anger that you've had, all the contempt that you have for people that abused your heart. And what makes you beautiful is you don't show your sadness. Like, It's not that I'm glorifying, sucking it up or anything. Sometimes that's alright, but that's not what I mean. I'm saying, like, you don't act out of that trauma, is what I mean. You're a very healed person. You don't hold new people in contempt because of how bad people did you. You know, you have a new demeanor, a very successful demeanor. You come from a place of knowing and experience, so these people really can't fuck with you, right? And people are jealous of the options you have. They wish they knew what made you tick, right? Um, People, you help people get honest with themselves. I see that, like, whenever you come back into the spot, right? People find ways to try to compete with you, but they're never on your level, or they're never around the people you talk to. So there's always this air of mystery about you. The most beautiful thing about you is that you set a standard. Pile 2 may also be your pile, but I'm really seeing this a little different. I'm seeing you, the best thing about you that people find the most beautiful is that you yourself are beautiful. You say what's beautiful. The fact that you have options is beautiful to people. People feel like you did something that changed your life this way. You found a way to cut out the haters, and that's a very beautiful thing. Your decisions are very masterful, and your results speak for themselves. It's very beautiful. Like people used to know you when you used to be planting your seeds. You had some ex-lovers that used to judge your seeds that you were planting, and now you're chilling on the top of the tree, and people are saying, "Wow, you would have had it differently, and you would have known better." G. All right. So what I'm seeing here is that people find it very beautiful how you cut out those negative parts of your life, those characters, the bad actors that were trying to cause you stagnation. I'm seeing a lot of people try to tell you what to do throughout your journey. A lot of people try to tell you what to do throughout your journey, but they couldn't accept that you would be somewhere, It's like they would give you bullshit advice to derail you, but you had a very discerning ear when you came across these people. You never let them trick you because you're someone that had enough isolation to you had so much isolation in your life that you were very self-aware, and this made you empathic to the point where you can sense people's lives, you can sense their motives. Like, who's trying to use you or make a tool out of you when you meet them, right? Thanks to all the times you've been left in the lurch, all those times where you had to face yourself and only yourself, this became your superpower. And it's why you live life on the edge, because you can. You have the experience to. You've already been on the edge. That's why you live life on the edge. That's why I guess you picked that pile. So people love that you're a mystery. That also makes you very attractive to people. You're a mystery. How you solve your issues is a mystery. People always want to learn more about you, because whatever you're doing something right. You're doing something that the 90% of people are not doing, and they know that right when you step into the room. Alright, pile 3? So the most beautiful thing about you is your aura. Something about you people know that you have what they're missing, and you give them 35% more. You give everything more. See, that's on the can, but 35, what is that? In numerology, 3 and 5 is 8. They just feel the wealth. They feel the abundance when they're around you. That you give something extra. Nobody knows what it is. The truth is, it's love. You give more love. You don't care if they abuse your love. Your love is so much that patches up everything missing in your life over and over again. You know how to mix the hot and the cold. You know how to mix the highs with the lows. You're just fucking chilling, and nobody can stop you. If you enjoyed this reading, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. This has been pickapile.com, chalices.net. I bid you farewell. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.